Hello friends and welcome back to my channel Creative Science. The chapter that we are continuing today is Reproduction in Organisms Part 5th, presented by Satnam Singh. Now let us first check about which topics we cover today. The first topic is horticultural or artificial methods of vegetative propagation, that is cutting, layering, grafting and micropropagation, etc. The next topics are advantages of asexual reproduction and disadvantages of asexual reproduction. So let us first discuss about horticultural or artificial methods of vegetative propagation. These methods are developed by horticulturists to quickly multiply desired varieties of plants from their bodies. Before starting this topic, we have to know about horticulturists. Horticulturists. Horticulturists are the persons who are expert in garden cultivation and management. Horticulturists are the persons who are experts in garden cultivation and management. So, in horticultural process, horticulturists take bodies of plants or young plants to form desired varieties of plants. Some of artificial methods are given below, that is cutting, layering, grafting and micropropagation. So let us first discuss about cuttings. So what are cutting? Cuttings are cut pieces of root, stem and leaves which are planted in nursery. Cuttings are basically the part of the plant. For example, it may be a root, it may be a stem or a leaf which are used to plant or grow a new plant, and these pieces are planted in nurseries. Root promoting chemicals are also used for this purpose. Before growing or germinating the seed or root or stem, they are dipped in root promoting chemicals for its promotion or growing. The next point is cuttings are of mainly three types: root cutting, stem cutting and leaf cutting. In root cutting, the part which is used for growing new plant is root. In stem cutting, the part used is stem for growth of new plant, and in leaf cutting, leaf is used for growing a new plant. So let us check the diagrammatic representation of cutting. Here it is a plant, young plant, from which we cut a segment of plant and grow it into a new flower pot. It is known as cutting. The cut part of a plant is grown on the other side of plant. So let us check the other picture of vegetative propagation. In this figure, the practitioner detach this part from the plant and grow it into pot, which are generally placed in nurseries and for selling purposes. It is all about cutting. So let us discuss about layering. Layering is the second method of vegetative propagation, which involves bending of a young stem towards the ground and burying it under the soil for development of roots. Generally, in layering, a stem of a young plant is buried inside the soil for development of roots to grow a new plant. When period of time goes. When root develop, the stem is cut off from the plant and acts as a new plant. When the roots develop, the old part or plant is cut off from the new plant, and the part of stem which have growth of which possess growth of roots acts as a new plant. Let us check the diagrammatic representation of layering. Here it is the old plant which is used for growth of a new plant. Here it is a stem which is buried inside the soil. This is the growth of roots on the stem. When roots are grown, the stem of old plant is cut off and this plant acts as a new plant. Similarly, in this figure, these stems are buried inside the soil and roots develops from the stem. When root develops, the horticulturist cut off these connection and this stem acts as a new plant. This and this acts as a new plant. Comes to the next topic, that is grafting. Grafting is a technique of connecting two parts of two different plants, usually the root system and shoot system, in such a way they unite and develop a new plant. Basically, in grafting, two different parts of different plants are used to grow a new plant. A small shoot of plant is called scion. The part which is shoot or have superior characters is known as scion, and root system of other plant is known as stalk. Clear? The shoot is known as scion and root system of other plant is known as stalk. This topic is better cleared with the help of diagram. So let us check diagrammatic representations. Here it is a shoot of one plant, shoot, and it is a stalk, means it is a root. Scion and stalk means root system and shoot system are joined together to form a new plant. Similarly, in this figure, it is shoot and it is a root which are joined together to form a new plant. This process is known as grafting. So last method of vegetative propagation is micropropagation. It is very important with the examination point of view. Micropropagation is also known as tissue culture. In this method, cells, tissues and organs of plants are cultured. In micropropagation, cells, tissues and organs of plants are cultured. Cultured means the horticulturists provide a suitable media for growth of part of plants under favorable conditions. Favorable conditions mean the conditions which favors the growth of that part of plant. Culturing of cell give rise to undifferentiated mass of cell known as callus, which later forms plantlets. When horticulturists culture the cells or tissues or organs, it gives rise to a mass of cells known as callus, which later form plantlets. From callus, plantlets develops. These plantlets are transferred to separate nurseries and grows them into plants. These plantlets are transferred to the nurseries and used for selling purposes. These plantlets develop into new plants. Let us check the diagram. Here it is a plant. We use its upper portion, this portion. This is cultured in culture media. After some times, there is formation of callus, that is undifferentiated mass of cells. And in the next stage, primary roots develops, and in the next stage, plantlet forms. This is plantlets. Plantlets. Plantlets are used to develop a new plant like this plant. This is all about asexual reproduction. We have completed asexual reproduction, so let us check the advantages of asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction is a uniparental reproduction. It possesses only one parent, so no need of mate. Here mate means the partner. Mate means partner. In asexual reproduction, no need to find a partner or mate. It involves simple division and mitosis. Asexual reproduction involves mitosis, that is equational division. Quick mode of reproduction. Yes, asexual reproduction is the quick mode of reproduction because it multiplies very fast. A single parent is able to produce a large number of offsprings. Yes, example in amoeba, it forms two daughter cells, or two daughter cells each form two other daughter cells. It means one amoeba forms four daughter amoeba. So a single parent is able to produce a large number of offspring. Young ones are genetically similar to their parents. In asexual reproduction, the young ones produced are genetically similar to their parent. Genetically means the genetic constitution of a organism. So let us check the disadvantages of asexual reproduction. No variation takes place because there is no mixing of genetic material. It involves mitosis, that is equational division. In mitosis, no mixing of genetic material occurs. If genetic material does not mix, no variation takes place. So it is a disadvantage of asexual reproduction. Since no variation takes place, it means it have no role in evolution. Variation have a role in evolution. If in organism no variation takes place, it means those organisms have no role in evolution. Due to rapid multiplication, it causes overcrowding. In asexual reproduction, the organisms reproduce very fast, so it may cause overcrowding. So let us summarize this chapter, what we do till now. In the part first, we discuss about reproduction, its purpose and types of asexual reproduction and binary fission in detail. In part second, we discuss about multiple fission, plasmotomy and budding in yeast. In part third, we discuss about fragmentation, regeneration, gyme, sporulation or spore formation, and vegetative propagation. And in fourth part, we discuss natural methods of vegetative propagation in detail. And in today's lecture, that is part 5th, we discuss horticultural methods of vegetative propagation. For today, it is enough. For any query, please comment me in comment section. Welcome to doubts. Your doubts don't stay longer in this channel. So please, if you have any query, please comment me in comment section. Please revise these topics. These are very important with the examination point of view. In the next lecture, we discuss about sexual reproduction in detail. Till then, be safe. See you in the next lecture. Thank you.